So what is that?
Alright, have you ever wondered what happens if your engine overheats? When your engine overheats and it gets to the point that it burns your head gasket, you probably heard about a head gasket. This is a head gasket. This is the cylinder head. So what happens is the cylinder head sits on top of the lower part of the engine, and there's a gasket between the two. When there's coolant and there's oil all over these components, so what happens is that when the engine gets overheated, the first thing that suffers is the gasket itself, that it gets burnt. In this case, on this one here, it got burnt in between the two cylinders, and this cylinder and that cylinder there got full of coolant. And that's why it was blowing white smoke from the back of the tailpipe, and that's why it was overheating as well. At this point, the only repair is to remove the cylinder head from the engine, replace the gasket, send the head to the machine shop that can be checked to make sure that there's no warpage or cracks and stuff like that, and if everything is good, and then you come back and put everything back together. But this is just an example. This is one of the cars. This is that it is 6 cylinders in line. So there's all kinds of different engines. Some are called like the V6, V8, or just 4 cylinders straight. So there's a huge variety of engines, but this is a good example of what happens if you let that engine overheat too long.
Cool, thanks.